10 years ago, when I wanted plumbers, carpenters, fitters and all, and I needed 100 of them, I would get 500. Today, when I want 100 carpenters, fitters, plumbers, electricians, and so on, I don't get 20. And there are so many people unemployed. So what are we doing?
Mr. Hiranandani, you've been, the former president of ASSOCHAM, and I'm sure you would have really interesting points to make about what can be done to get the private sector investments flowing back into the economy to a scale where, it can be an equal-footed partner with the government.
Priyanka, it's like talking about health. Health is not one aspect of it. It's a multiple aspects that we need to do in terms of it. Mr. Ghosh was very clear. I think the flag-offs with both Mr. Ghosh and Mr. Jagan Narayan are extremely important. And it's not one or the other point which becomes critical. It's the gamut of issues which become important. Let me give you an example. We work in Maharashtra most of the time. And we thought that, Maharashtra is the fastest in the country. We put up a data center. It took us about 15 months to get approval, and we thought that was very fast. We went to UP and we worked on it with the UP government, and we set up a data center in UP. We got permission, land allotment permission, environmental clearance, building permission, data policy, and all the other benefits and clearance from the local authority within 60 days. Now, what happens is that there is no one thing that works. For a nation, all these things put together. So whether it's multiplier effect in terms of infrastructure in the Mumbai region, or it is the question of policies where you get large number of people and corporates coming in, as Mr. Jagan Narayan and Mr. Ghosh have just talked about, or it is the issue where we incentivize individuals and people for the purposes of investments into a sector, all these need to be done collectively. You can't have a growth of the country in terms of the size and scale that we are now talking about if you're only addressing one or two issues. For instance, so what I'm trying to say is that there is simple logic of issue. Take education, for instance. 35 years to create a new policy. Yeah. And what are we doing? 10 years ago, when I wanted plumbers, carpenters, fitters and all, and I needed 100 of them, I would get 500. Today, when I want 100 carpenters, fitters, plumbers, electricians, and so on, I don't get 20. And there are so many people unemployed. So what are we doing? So what has happened is that we need a gamut of things, whether at the state level, whether at the central level, whether it is a policy level, whether it's the RBI. For instance, interest rates. We have raised interest rates because everybody's raising interest rates and we need to do it. And RBI governor is correct. We need to contain inflation. Any further increase in interest rate is counterproductive to India. It's a cost. It costs me more to borrow money. It costs you more money to pay an EMI. It's a cost. So many of these good things are bad. If I eat nutritious food, it's good. But if I overeat, I become obese. So these are the problems that we have, which we are having in the situation where all these nitty-gritties in terms of what both Mr. Ghosh and Mr. Jagan Narayan have been telling, the micro detail, the devil is in the detail. You have to look at the micro details.